woman down here. She gets so many visitors. And she's like this overweight woman, right? So I think she's a prostitute or a drug dealer or both. Because she got different kinds of friends coming by, right? And she's definitely, I believe she's a renter, okay? And see, that becomes a problem when you're a renter in the neighborhood as a drug dealer or a prostitute. All this strange traffic starts coming through, and we're like, what the hell is this? Who is that? You know, and they don't stay long, right? It's just the fact that these people have to come through your neighborhood, right? So far, you know, her clients, you know, are not the lowest of the low lives, even though what they're doing is low life, okay? But they're not the lowest of the low lives. You know, the ones that no matter what community they go in, you know, they're always, you know, scoping out the neighborhood wherever they go, okay? I haven't really seen those types. You know, she did have one fella out there, you know, kind of being like a companion, helping her out with the yard and playing with her dog. You know, it was interesting. He was there a couple of days and then he was gone. Now there's another dude passing through there. And I mean, she goes from, you know, different nationalities for sure. For sure. Different races. But she's very low key. I mean, I just happened, you know, to see what's going on, right? It ain't like she got them lining up at the door or anything like that, around the corner and stuff like that. It's just coming and going. I glanced, you know, because there's activity on the street, you know, and of course, you know, I had to be aware of my surroundings, you know, so when I see movement, I'm going to see who they are, what kind of car they driving, you know, are they a regular, stuff like that, you know, because that's what single women have to do. If you don't, you know, you can get caught off guard with somebody saying he's your neighbor and he don't live nowhere in the neighborhood at all. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, my dogs are acting really good, right? This is the first time that I'm taking Gracie for a ride without putting her in the cat carrier. She wouldn't fit. I'm telling you, she's like 20 pounds now. She got to be about 20 pounds now. Big, healthy girl. Just cute as a button, though. Just cute as a button. So, she was looking at me this morning like, you gonna lay there all day? And I'm telling her, I'm sore, you know, I've been standing up for 5 hours last night, you know, and she's like, she didn't ask me that. She asked me, am I gonna be laying down there all day? She laid down for a hot second, got back up and started staring at me like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How long is a few minutes? So I'm like, okay, all right. Let me get dressed. Let me get dressed and put a little, I don't know, supplements in my body. I might be able to get to moving because I am sore. I'm sore. You know, I didn't realize I would be sore, but I am sore. So that's the trippy part about old age, right? You would think, because when you're young, you know, you have to do something really strenuous to be sore. But not when you get older. When you get older, you just have to do something and you might get sore. Because the last time I went, I was like, am I sore? The next morning. And I didn't do much of anything. You know, except laid around and watch TV, you know, just the small things. I might have forced myself to take the dogs for a walk. But it was a short one. Today, we're going to extend the walk. We're going to extend the walk. I'm going to see how they do and how I do. Although, I think I want some place that has some shade, because this sun is feeling kind of warm. What's the temperature? What is the temperature? Oh, it's 84 degrees. It's 84 degrees. Okay? 84 degrees. So yeah, we're gonna need a little shade. So I'm thinking, instead of, you know, just getting the walk done and over with, you know, I might try to extend the walk, right? Do the walk, do a rest, and then do the walk back. That's what I am thinking. Because even though me and Snoopy, you know, we're like senior women, Gracie back there, she's not a senior. She growing up. I even thought about, you know, should I put her ass on the treadmill? Believe me, I should probably train her on the treadmill while she's young, because I don't think I will be able to give her the exercise that she actually needs when she gets to be, you know, a teenager and a young adult. I'm serious. So I need to figure out, you know, a harness or something to get her, so I can start, you know, training her on walking on that treadmill. For real. You know, the good thing about me and Snoopy is we both kind of slowed down at the same time. So they have a Dollar Tree over here. Maybe another chew or two. So today I was watching this lady, she was talking about flashfood.com, right? And these people get like misfit type of, food at cheaper price. And they'll either deliver it to your home or, deliver it nearby, and I was like, who knew, right? Who knew? However, you do need to be kind of like on a subscription, and some of the deliveries can be as low as $35. And I was like, that's not bad, especially if you know you're spending $35, for groceries every week. And this is what this lady had did, she had was canning and freezing. Not canning, she didn't do any canning today, but she was freezing the food that she had got from her flash food deal. She said it was either $62 or $52. And she was, roasting, the potatoes and the cauliflower, and then she and I guess because those once they start getting bad or gets oxygenated or something like that, you just I don't know, you just can't eat them fast enough. That's one of the reasons why I do use lemon juice, okay, so they don't lose their color, and yeah, they look vibrant, edible, beautiful. And she loves to use that word beautiful on her channel. Just for that alone, I could watch her channel because of the numerous times that she will say that's beautiful, right? Or happy, when she's fixing her food, she's like, we want this food to be beautiful because that makes us happy. I can watch that alone, just because of the words. So try to find an area that has trees. So that I can make sure we have enough shade, we don't get overheated. So one of the things that I had bought from the Dollar Tree was this light and poop bags for the dogs. Because when I'm walking them at night, I want them to see where they're going. I want people to see that, hey, watch out for my pets. Damn it. And also, when they poop, I can spot their poop. So to me, this was like the best thing that possibly they could have thought of, right? Because dogs definitely are going to be out in the dark taking poop, especially when it starts getting dark around 5 o'clock. I mean, it's already starting to get dark around 7. So it's going to quickly get dark around 5 o'clock. All right. So yeah, I thought I would mention that because, there was a couple of times I had taken my dog out for a walk at nighttime, and even though I was watching them for their poop, right, I couldn't see the poop in the grass at night. I'm like, what the hell? So I walked around trying to find it, and I had to leave it, right? The next time something like that happened, I used the light on my phone. Okay? That was inconvenient. And then I was using the light on my phone, to help them see where to walk and help us all walk, and be seen and stuff like that, right? But it's really inconvenient. Whereas this, I can just put on my little crossover bag, and it just, does the work. I can just leave it on. I don't have to worry about, my phone dropping, or, not having my hands free, to grab the bag. So yeah, great invention. Whoever thought of it? Good deal. So we're on another part of the lake. It's beautiful out here. I can see I wouldn't mind walking right here amongst these trees. And if I go up a little further, it will have some incline and everything. We can even take some trails if we want. So yeah, I think this is it. This is the spot over here. If we can get in, because it looks like they're doing some type of work here. Okay, yeah, we can get in. It's just a trash man. So yeah. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. Got a good feeling about this little area right here, y'all. Right here. Even though I won't be able to park in the shade, at least we'll be able to walk in the shade. That's the important thing. Here's a shaded part right here. I'm gonna pull up right here in the shade. What you think, y'all? What you think? What you think, y'all? What you think? I think they like it. I think Gracie thinks she gonna eat these mushrooms. You gonna try to eat them mushrooms? No way. Yuck. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. There they are. So we're down here by the lake. Oh, view by the yacht club. No. Yeah. I'm trying to wear them out so by the time we get home, they'll lay down. So we're gonna be here for a minute. Look at her. Look at her. Is she strong looking? Ooh, 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 ooh. So cute.